Pause for a moment. Right now, somewhere in the world, there is someone working 2 jobs, and still falling behind. There is someone else sitting in an office, earning more than ever, and still feeling broke. And there is another person who isn't working at all, yet their money continues to grow while they sleep. This isn't luck. This isn't talent. And it is definitely not hard work. It's the system. A system you were born into. A system you participate in every single day. A system you depend on. But it's one that was never clearly explained to you. You were taught simple rules. Work hard. Save money. Avoid risk. Be patient. And if things don't work out, you assume it's your failure. But what if the problem was never you? What if the rules you learned were incomplete? What if the game operates very differently at the top than it does at the bottom? Today's video isn't about secrets. It's about structure. Not about getting rich. But about understanding why money behaves the way it does. This video is called The System You Were Never Taught. Welcome to Money Explained. Money feels personal, but it isn't. It feels emotional because your survival depends on it. But money itself has no emotion. It is a system of rules, incentives, and control. Most people believe money is wealth. It's not. Money is a measuring tool. A way to store value across time. When you work, you are converting hours of your life into numbers. Those numbers are a promise. A promise that later, you can trade them for food, shelter, safety, or comfort. That promise only works if everyone believes in it. Money today isn't backed by gold. It is backed by confidence. Confidence in governments. Confidence in institutions. Confidence that tomorrow, this system will still be here. The first thing most people never learn is this. Money isn't rare. Control over money is. New money is created every single day. Quietly. Digitally. Not mainly by governments, but by banks. When a bank issues a loan, it isn't lending existing money. It creates new money. With a few keystrokes, money appears. But it appears as debt. That means every unit of currency enters the economy already owed back, with interest. So the system is built on permanent debt. Not temporary debt. Permanent debt. If tomorrow all debt vanished, money would vanish right alongside it. That's why debt isn't just a side effect of the system. It is the foundation. Debt forces future work. It pulls tomorrow's labor into today. That's why debt is encouraged. Normalized. Marketed. Whole economies are built to function only if borrowing never stops. Now consider inflation. Most people feel inflation as prices going up. But inflation isn't about prices. Prices are just a symptom. Inflation is about purchasing power. When new money enters the system faster than real value is created, every unit of money grows weaker. This weakens savings. Silently. You don't watch your balance drop. But it buys less each year. This isn't an accident. It is a feature. Inflation rewards the ones who borrow and own assets. It punishes the ones who save cash. That's why people holding real estate, businesses, or investments often feel shielded. And people relying only on wages feel the squeeze. Your salary climbs slowly. Prices adjust instantly. That gap is where the stress lives. You were taught that saving is responsible. But the system doesn't reward saving. It rewards movement. Spending. Borrowing. Investing. That's why money flows upward. Now consider salaries. A salary isn't freedom. It's predictability. Predictability benefits systems. A salary has a ceiling. Your time has a limit. You can work harder, but you can't multiply your hours. Meanwhile, money itself has no limit. That's why effort alone can't compete with ownership. The system doesn't hate workers. It depends on them. But it doesn't reward them proportionally. That's why people feel trapped even when they do everything right. This trap is tightened by debt. Owing money schedules your future. Decisions are shaped by monthly payments. Risk turns dangerous. Freedom grows expensive. A population in debt becomes easier to predict. Easier to manage. Easier to stabilize. This isn't about evil intent. It's about the incentives. Now consider who wins. Inflation benefits those who own assets. Debt benefits those who control capital. Scale benefits those who understand leverage. This is how wealth concentrates naturally. Not through conspiracy, but through compounding advantages. The biggest lie isn't that money is hard. The biggest lie is that safety is guaranteed by following the rules. The system does not guarantee comfort. It guarantees continuation. Once this is understood, something changes. You no longer blame yourself for outcomes caused by structure. You stop chasing effort alone as the solution. You begin to ask better questions. Not, how hard should I work? But, how does money move? Understanding the system won't make you rich. But ignorance will keep you poor. Most people spend their entire lives inside this system, without ever seeing it clearly. They believe money failed them. They believe they weren't smart enough, patient enough, disciplined enough. But you can't win a game if you don't know how it's scored. This channel exists to explain money without noise, without motivation, without fantasy. Just structure. Just reality. If this video changed how you see money, then it did its job. This is Money Explained. And now, the system is clear to you.